Hello, hello, hello.
Hello, hello, hello.
What are you guys doing? Perfect timing, Logan. Just got home. Sit back, relax,
Have a beverage.
grab a beer or a wine cooler.
Or a soda.
Maybe you're in the wine coolers.
A sody.
A road
Cooler.
soda. Hard work. He is. Does that say Bojangles, DJ? I don't know. It says something. Byung.
Sorry?
I think that's what DJ wrote.
Oh.
Byung, like you got a hard on.
Boing, oing, oing, oing.
I think that's what it is. Got a hard on for it.
That's the only noise that makes. That's not the only action that makes that noise, but okay.
Fucking quiet tonight, honey.
I am?
Yeah.
I'm never quiet.
You're kind of quiet. Why? We'll get into that in a couple minutes. Welcome to The Bar is Open with Beth and Greg. I am Greg, and that is Beth LaMontagne. It was funny. So Crystal, who's been on the show, I call Beth lovingly Castro.
Right.
It's her maiden name. I can get her attention anytime. So if you ever see Beth and you can't get her fucking attention, just yell the word Castro. Yell the name Castro.
It is true. Hey,
You'll get
why
it.
don't I see us? Oh, because it's not hitting play. I don't know what my laptop is doing.
Reefers.
But,
Yep. Reefer madness, guys.
But so Crystal called me Castro.
Yep.
in
I
your
just thought it
text.
was funny.
It is
because
funny.
it was the first time she'd ever done that. But I explained on Sunday, we had some friends over. Crystal and Jonathan were over here. We had neighbors over. We're just talking shit. And I explained why I say Castro. It's because I can get your attention.
Much faster.
Yeah, like that.
Totally.
Same like you saying LaMontagne.
I hardly ever call you LaMontagne.
Yeah, if we're in like a Wally Mart or something like that, you're like, hey, LaMontagne.
Yeah, and you're far from me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So cheers, you guys. Or
Cheers.
Elizabeth. No, she doesn't answer to
No,
Elizabeth.
I'm only Elizabeth when I'm in trouble.
Well, you don't even
And then I
answer
run.
to Elizabeth.
If you were my mother, I did.
Yeah, maybe. Perhaps.
But also as Elizabeth, Denise, Castro, Uncle Law.
We need to turn down some.
Oh, it is bright. Kind of hurts my eyes. It's
Yeah,
so
it's-
bright.
Too bright. All right, hang on a second. Talk amongst yourselves. Why don't you do the little...
So today is my Thursday. Yes, I work tomorrow and then I'm off until next Tuesday. So I'm super excited. Doesn't Beth usually call Greg bitch if she wants his attention? Yes, Nico, that is also very true. So I just want to let you guys know you can check us out on The Bar is Open, or you can check out The Bar is Open with Beth and Greg on all the social medias and everywhere you can listen
Alex.
to podcasts.
Hey-o.
Smash that like button. Subscribe if you haven't already. What are we up to, babe?
What?
Subscribers.
202 or 201 or something like that.
Nice. And then go give us a review if you haven't yet.
Yeah, especially on Spotify and on iTunes. Let's write some dumb shit out there. I used to say, like, I don't give a fuck if you give us a 1-star.
Don't give us a 1-star because then I just
And
have
Beth
to
would
find
say
you.
the same thing.
No, because I'd say I have to find you and kick your ass.
I
if
just
you give
drank
me 1
a
star.
Strike Force with a
Don't
beer.
drink my freaking Strike Forces.
So that ought to pick up here in a minute.
I slowed the delivery
Why?
because I was
Summertime. Jess, what's going on?
Summertime,
Hi, guys.
summertime. Hey, so on Friday I'm trying another. Jessica just made me think about that. Another Instapot recipe.
Okay.
It's creamy Italian chicken or
Did
something.
you tell
like
them
that.
about the last one that we tried?
did. I think we did.
talked
Didn't
about
we?
it? I don't remember.
Pretty sure we did. Yeah, because I sent
Oh, yeah,
Jessica
that's right.
the
Yep,
recipe for the
Yep.
cilantro lemon rice that Celine made.
Gotcha.
So I'm trying another one, so we'll be able to report on how that one comes out. I think I'm gonna try to make one a week. They're fast and
I
easy.
eat free, so it's good.
Gives me something to do.
So if you guys are interested in Beth's, did you put it out to Pinterest?
It is on Pinterest.
No, the one you were talking about.
Oh.
You were taking pictures of everything.
I took pictures because I was gonna go put it on their post, but I didn't see that people were doing that, so I didn't. But
Just take a video of it, man. Throw
Of
it out
what?
there.
make a video of what? The finished product?
Yeah. Of
I
your
can do
of the process. It literally took her like 20 minutes,
Yeah,
15
max.
minutes.
15 to 25 minutes
I'm
from
just
start to
saying you
finish.
could do that. Trivia.
Trivia.
You ready? We're
Sure.
going to start this fucking shit show. We're going to get it kicked off.
I'm gonna stick a
I'm wearing my Bucky's hat.
chocolate in my mouth. Thank you, Craig.
Stick to my we still have another bag of those. And we have a whole bin of them over there.
Oh, that one might be gone by Christmas. We'll open the other one up just in time for Christmas again.
Craigers.
Since they are Christmas
Gotta love
colors.
him. He's on oh, he is on here. Nice. Good. Happy to see you guys. So trivia at the top. Do you know why the first, the second, and the third are abbreviated with the 1ST, 2ND, 3RD.
So you don't have to spell them out?
Do you know why, though?
Because it's a really fucking long word when you can just do 3 letters?
But do you know why?
Obviously not.
Okay. So this is a thing I learned in the middle of the night on the internet last night.
Could you not sleep?
I you know how I am.
I know, but when I looked up, you were snoring. So.
Yeah, and then I woke up and I wasn't snoring. What are the last 2 letters of the word first?
ST. Oh, look at that.
What are the last 2 letters of the word second?
ND.
Last 2.
RD. That's pretty awesome.
And we've learned something.
Who was the brilliant person that
I have
spotted that?
no idea, but it was literally like, what the fuck? And I went and was like, wrote it.
I'm totally using that in meetings tomorrow.
I wrote it in the notes or in my notes. I was like, holy shit. Where'd that come from? I've been using those abbreviations for, everybody has.
I'm going to sound so smart tomorrow.
Told you, you'd learn something.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to learn something. Maybe, perhaps.
The more you know. I feel like that.
Yeah, absolutely. So Beth has a new workout.
Oh, my Lord.
And
I think that's why I'm so soft and deep. My voice is very deep.
Yeah.
For a couple reasons.
So where'd you start working out?
F45.
What is it?
It's kind of a CrossFit Orange Theory boot camp kind of workout.
Yeah.
It's prescribed workouts. They have.
So you do wear the little band around your chest,
which I need to buy one. And so that's the Orange Theory part where they have that on monitors where you can see where you're at. So you know if you should speed up, slow down, lift heavier, lift lighter.
So the girl literally walks up to you. And,
that was yesterday. So Monday was the first one. Monday was cardio. So they do this thing where they have the workout is named something.
Okay.
And they do that workout and it represents certain kind of moves for like 6 weeks. So Monday is pistons. Yesterday's, I can't remember. Wednesdays is pistons, and so they repeat them because it's 2 days of cardio, 2 days of weight, and then 2 days of hybrid. So they
mix that shit up. So if you guys are interested,
Monday,
find a gym like this because it's funny as shit.
Monday, I literally, what did I text you? I was
you're like, I'm
dying, and I can't. And you responded back. You said, and I was like, Beth can't respond to your text because she's dead right now from no air in her body.
And last night, Beth messaged me this, which is up on the screen. So this is her little workout thing. And then she said, the class was so hard, it made my nipples hurt.
Not a lie.
And I was like, that's not okay. So when you work out really hard and your nipples hurt.
Well, I think it's because the sweat and then the friction of the material moving.
Oh, is it?
But it could have been. Who knows? I don't really know. I'm guessing
you
here.
have a sports bra on,
I know,
so it's not
but
like
why would a workout be so hard it makes your nipples hurt? I mean,
her nipples. That's what
my
she
nipples
said.
hurt. Yes.
And I was like, what the fuck kind of workout are you doing?
Really motherfucking hard one.
It's in a strip mall, man.
I still so I was trying to figure out a way to say this without it sounding super dirty, and I don't think I can.
Say it.
You were pounding.
What was I pounding on?
My butt with that massage thing.
With the drill.
And it hurt.
I was drilling her butt.
Yeah, with that massage drill.
The massager thing.
And it hurt so bad. I was laughing and
nipple
drooling.
chafing's real. No, I ran
it. It is, and I've done that before. But I don't think it. Maybe it was. That's the only thing. Maybe I could think it was.
You had a sports bra on,
babe. What do you think causes the chafing? It's material. Chafing. Whatever. Sounded Hispanic there for a second.
The chafing.
But it was so the last 2 workouts. So I was laughing because the massage gun hurt so bad. It was either laugh or cry.
Yeah, exactly.
So I was laughing, and at one point I was laughing so hard that it was silent, and all you could hear was wheeze coming out of my lungs. I was like, damn, I'm still dying from these workouts. So
put yourself out there. Try something new. She switched gyms.
It's a little more expensive than what I was paying.
Yeah.
But the difference in gyms as far as so I was working legs yesterday, and it was a combined upper body, lower body, and I was doing goblet squats, and I had an 18-pound dumbbell.
Okay.
Where you just hold it like it's a goblet.
All right.
And the trainer comes over and she picks up the 28 and just doesn't say anything to me. She doesn't even know me. She takes the 18 from me and gives me the 28. She was like, that's better. And I was like, you know me,
You
bitch.
bitch.
You don't know me like that.
I'll
But
stab you.
yeah, she was.
I'll meet you in the parking lot.
So I thought that was pretty cool because that's what I need in my life.
Nico, I don't even know the name of it. We got what brand or what's
I don't know.
Name? It's the one it's got like
it's a bigger one. So it's a bigger one and it's got like
10 different
something and there's different ones for every part of your body.
It works, dude.
You did my glutes, my hamstrings, and my IT bands, and I'm better at least for now. Tomorrow I'll probably start
telling her to go
again.
roll. You know, we have foam rollers.
I was like,
all
that
over
would
the
hurt
house.
too damn much.
And she's like, no, I'm not gonna do it.
It hurts.
Get in the bedroom, lay on the bed. She's like, what are we doing?
What are we doing?
It's like,
And I was laughing. It's vibrating
it's not
so
something
bad.
that you would want to use anywhere else.
It was vibrating and I was laughing and all you heard was because it was vibrating so hard. I was like, turn that shit down. It's too much. Not the rabbit.
Fun.
Not the rabbit. I've never owned a rabbit. Those look scary to me. I'm worried that it's a bob.
Fly.
It's a bob.
A what?
Bob. You never remember what this is. Bob, battery, operated.
Boyfriend?
There you go.
Damn it.
But they look really scary.
I don't know. Battery operator. I'm just thinking. I was thinking a rabbit thing.
That is a rabbit. Is a battery operated boyfriend.
But I was thinking the one that I could control, like. Bzz.
Oh, I don't know. I'm sure they probably have several that you can control now.
You know why is there a fucking fly in my house?
I don't know. Probably because you left the door open one of the times you went out to the garage, just enough for a fly to get in.
Son of a bitch.
But yeah, so I hurt from head to toe right now. Is there like a muscle or a ligament behind your knee? Do you know, honey? Because
there's all sorts of shit behind your knees.
I can't tell if the knee is hurting, and I'm wondering if it's pulling. I probably should do my IT band some more. But
That may be what it is.
But it's pulling. I was like, oh my God, I feel 90.
Yep. Cannabis users, reefer madness, cannabis users are at a greater risk for emergencies and inpatient care.
Because they get cups stuck up their bladder?
No, they just eat a bunch of metal and then poop it out and it tears them up. No, I'm just kidding. So to all of our marijuana friends, it's a real thing. This is a study that was done. Neurosurgeon sounds alarm on its surging. Nope, that's completely wrong. People who used cannabis visited emergency rooms or were hospitalized 22% more often than those who did not use cannabis. According to a recent study published in this is of course a Fox News web, article. Well, I don't know if it's on Fox News, so we all know them. All right, so published in the BMJ Open Respiratory Research. Whatever. Our research demonstrates that cannabis use in the general population is associated with heightened risk of clinically serious negative outcomes, specifically needing to present to the ED. What is that?
Erectile dysfunction? I don't know.
I literally thought about that as well. Or be admitted to the hospital. Emergency department, maybe?
Probably.
Said lead author Dr. Nicholas, whatever the fuck his last name, Vorzoris. I feel like Ross when I have to say words and stuff. A lung specialist at St. Michael's and an associate scientist at the hospital's Li Ka-shing Knowledge Institute. I know, right? Unlike tobacco, there is some uncertainty or controversy regarding the adverse health impacts of cannabis. So it's like you've never heard of anybody having cancer from weed. I haven't anyway.
I don't know that. I don't know if they're able to
correlate
confirm that the weed and the cancer. Although they say it's worse for you than smoking a cigarette. But
that was old school shit. Like it's like smoking 7
now they have
cigarettes.
What are those things called? Vapes.
I don't know.
So I can't imagine it's bad for you.
So
who knows?
Our research highlights to those using or considering to use cannabis that this behavior is associated with important negative health.
What? Okay, I was
stoned, but you stay at home and just play video games.
I was gonna say I don't remember ever getting injured. I don't remember injuring myself.
No, you just threw up one time.
I didn't. Well, that was an adult. All through college, I don't remember getting injured.
I don't either. No. So the study was led by researchers at Unity Health Toronto. It's fucking Canadian people.
What if you don't smoke it?
An independent nonprofit research institute, formerly known as the Institute for Clinical Evaluative Sciences in Canada. Serious physical injury and lung reasons were the two leading causes of emergency department visits and hospitalization among cannabis users. Okay, so I can see yourself doing stupid shit on weed, right? Like,
no, you're too lazy. You're
No, but I
laughing your
mean
ass off and chilling out.
but what I mean by that is like, I'm going to jump on my skateboard. I'm going to ride down the road
And you crash?
and just eat shit. Yeah.
Yeah,
like-
you're not going to jump on your skateboard.
but then again, I've been on a bike with a beach cruiser going like 5 miles an hour with an 18 pack of beer in the front basket and eating shit into the bushes.
I've been
So-
with you when you've done that.
Yeah. So
I just go,
life happens. Life comes at you fast, as they say, right?
here's the thing. If you have any activity outside of sitting on your couch, you run the risk of getting injured.
Right.
I
I'm just saying.
mean-
So 22, there's probably in my life.
I have fallen down taking a walk outside more times than I
You
can
almost
count
fell down
sober.
just walking outside today.
No, I didn't. I just was walking funny because I'm so damn sore.
And I was like, what's up, bud? I get hurt at jujitsu nearly every night I
Oh
go.
yeah.
So I'm like,
I mean,
one of the compounds, I can't say, the tetrahydra
Nico says, what if you don't smoke it? So what do you
Cannabidiol.
do? Do you
gummies
ingest
or
it?
something like that. I don't know. Which is mind
I
altering,
don't think any
often
of it's
referred
bad.
to as a high. Dun, dun, dun.
Okay.
Reefer madness.
Want to get high?
Did I put these up? I haven't put these up yet. Reefer madness.
Excuse me.
Canadian researchers conducted a retrospective study in Ontario residents aged 12 to 65.
A good girl until she lights a reefer.
You gotta love those fucking things, dude. I actually
Marijuana,
went back because I
wild
remembered
roots.
seeing these ones. Marijuana.
Weird orgies, wild parties,
devil's harvest.
unleashed passions. I
Dun, dun,
don't.
dun.
Pretty sure the only passion marijuana unleashed for me was the giggles and sleeping and eating chicken sandwiches.
I'm even thinking like post college.
Mm,
Pretty sure I was just like, can I get a burrito?
I'm pretty sure the
I just want
couple
a
times
burrito.
we did it post college, we went through Jack in the Box drive-through, and as it was mentioned the other night, got $100 worth of fast food.
Those Wendy's.
That was Wendy's. I
That
had no
was out
idea.
on a Nooner Nation podcast.
I had
That
no
was
idea
Wendy's.
how that ended up that way, but it did.
Jess, you're right. Don't THC.
Yeah.
Is that the thing for THC? I've never actually seen the word. Tetrahydrocannabinol.
Cannabis. I don't know.
THC. There you go. Perfect. So I'm just saying, you guys beware that you have a 22% chance of falling on your face.
I'm pretty sure it's 100% every day just walking. I'm a klutz.
If you drink and walk, it's probably like 65%.
It's probably 150% that I'm going to fall or get a bruise somewhere.
At least bruise.
I get a
yourself.
bruise.
Walk into a bed.
I walk up Saturday morning. I'm
walk
like,
into
where
the-
the hell did these bruises come from?
Normally the bed
corner of the bed.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's like, fuck.
So many times I've done
Your
that.
thighs are just beat to shit. Like, was this
I
you?
look like I
Greg?
was an
I'm like,
abused
no.
woman. I'm like, I can't wear
Like, I
shorts.
swear it wasn't me. Previous
That's a lot of
research
$2 tacos.
Previous research shows only cannabis smokers who have more than 20 joints per year exposure history have a decline in lung function. So it's definitely
I mean,
20
so
joints per year.
is nothing.
Yeah, that's not even one a
No,
week.
that's not even one a week. That'd be 52 joints a
And then
year.
if you work
And then
out,
it can't be worse for you than
This
smoking.
fucking research studies full of shit.
I need the data and I need to compare it
Reefer
to.
madness. They're trying to bring it back. They're trying to separate us all again.
Well,
They-
kind of like the drugstores are
they-
by taking Plan B. Can only buy so many now.
Well, how many do you fucking
I mean,
need?
why don't you just get on birth control if you need Plan B that often? I'm just.
What if you're
saying.
allergic to it?
There are so many options that you're not allergic to one of them, guaranteed.
You had one in your arm.
I have one in my arm. I had one
You
in my
still have one in
cooch.
your arm? I don't remember.
Till you get fixed, or I start menopause. One of the two. I had an
There's a
IUD.
lot of
I've had
$2
birth
topics, yeah,
control pills. There's a plethora
Of options.
of options. One that you're not allergic
What
to.
about weed? Is there a plethora of options? There, you have
Fuck
gummies.
yeah, Friday.
Yeah.
Well, there's just a plethora of the different type of
brownies. When
marijuana
I
you
grew up, it was
can.
brownies.
You're talking about
smoking.
no, but I'm talking. There's a name for like the way you get it the way you get it into your
Ingested?
system. But there's just marijuana alone, there's a ton. Ever since medical marijuana came, they're like, what do you feel like doing when you get high today?
I remember I had a
Do you feel
Kit
like
Kat,
being
but it wasn't a Kit
creative?
Kat.
Or
It
do you
was-
feel like sleeping?
It was
or...
a make whatever the
Yes.
fucking funny names were. And Corey gave me one out in California one time.
Oh.
And I was like,
Must've been
yeah, and
before
it
I
was
knew
just
you.
like, it was like basically this amount of chocolate is like what's in that, right?
Uh-huh.
In a Hershey Kiss. And I ate that thing and I was playing the guitar and I suddenly turned retarded.
Mhm.
And I was like, oh my God. It was like,
That's why.
and I swear I didn't have
Because what
another one
happened when
for
you turn
20 maybe not
retarded?
11.
You just sit around, right, and watch people like this.
Yeah.
There's no way you're going to injure yourself
Like,
on a bike or a skateboard or anything at that point.
I don't
You're
think I
safe.
moved for like 3
You're probably
hours.
safer than you would
Yeah.
be if you hadn't had that Reese's
Good
peanut
times.
butter cup.
Good times. Good times. What are you going to do?
Go to R. Kelly because I just put this peach chocolate in my mouth.
You want me to go to R. Kelly?
Yeah, and we'll come back to me.
So R. Kelly, yep. Fucktard got 30 years in jail. Deservedly so, because he's a pile of shit for sex trafficking. And so R. Kelly sentenced to 30 years in prison following sex trafficking conviction. So I thought that was kind
Took
of,
a really long time to
it's
convict
not as
him.
light as we normally go, but that piece of shit.
What do you mean as light as we know? Oh, this
Like
story.
in storylines,
Yeah, okay.
right? But that piece of shit deserved. His lawyer actually argued, well, that's basically a death sentence. I think that's the fucking point, right?
Well, how old is he?
I think he's like in his 50s.
He doesn't plan on living.
Do you
past
know all the
80?
shit that he did? Like,
I know,
he
and I don't
was
care.
making porn videos with little girls.
Oh,
and, like,
seriously?
he's a piece of shit, right? And imposed sentence so U.S. District Judge Ann Donnelly imposed a sentence on Kelly and ordered him to pay $100,000 fine in nearly 3-hour hearing. Kelly did not address the court. The victims held hands, and while the sentence was read, Kelly had no apparent reaction. The guy's just fucking sociopath. He's just a pile of shit, right? She said, although sex was certainly a weapon that you chose or you use, this is not the case about sex. It was about violence, cruelty, and control. If you go through the thing, like the accounts of what happened, he's just a pile of shit. And I think these are the people that absolutely need to be eradicated from society.
So Logan said, trapped in the closet to trapped in a jail cell.
And I hope he gets peed on.
Well,
every
aren't they
minute of
pretty
the day.
aggressive with sex offenders? Like, aren't
Yeah.
a lot of the
Yeah.
inmates pretty aggressive with sex offenders?
So you go, I don't know. It like I know I should say there were so many. He had so many girls that he just fucked them up. You know what I mean? So I'm glad. That's all I wanted to say about that. Just threw that out there. He's a pile of shit. So I'm glad. I hope he dies in fucking prison. I don't give a
I wonder
fuck.
how all his fans are like the ones that thought he was wrongly accused.
Yeah, the ones that are just, I'm a diehard. That motherfucker, he'll probably have like those women that, or people, whatever, that are like, oh, I'll marry you. I'll take care of all your shit, because they're fucking retarded as well. All right, so we probably had indica. Yeah, back in the day, I didn't know shit about weed. Weed was weed to me. And then I ate a piece of chocolate that literally looked like a Kit Kat. And
when we went to Colorado that time, didn't we get in? What was the one he told DJ to try? It's right in the
Sativa.
notes. Sativa. I think that's the one that she held me try when I said I just want to laugh.
And we did. But we also sat on the couch and didn't move.
Yeah.
And Fred was there.
No. This was the time when
different time?
Ian and Theta came down, and Charles and Sandy were there too,
Oh, yeah.
and we just
That
all
was a
hung out.
different time.
Yeah, and
That was
we've only done it. We've only done it that one time.
No,
We've never bought it again.
Absolutely did.
No, we've only bought it there one time.
Nope, absolutely. I've put little pipes.
That
on
was
top
the
of
same. That
3
was the
different
same.
places.
That was the same trip.
3 different
No,
places.
that was the same trip.
Can't be.
Yep, it was the same trip because you put it on top of the light.
I've done it 3 places.
Maybe you haven't, but okay, we're not going to argue about that. But
Because it's cheap as shit and it's right around the corner from everywhere.
probably not as cheap anymore.
Yeah, it is. It's weed.
Not with this economy.
Stop it. Gas prices are
Speaking
gas
of this
prices
economy,
impacting the reefer sales. Does anybody use that word
speaking
anymore?
of the economy,
Yep.
4th of July is going to cost people 17% more this summer.
Oh, just like it was with Thanksgiving last year?
17% more than last year's 4th of July.
Oh, okay. So
beer
is already more expensive.
Well, they're
Beer's
just not
more
even,
expensive.
they're not even talking about beer. They're talking about food staples. So, according to the American Farm Bureau Foundation, the cost of a standard cookout for 10 people this 4th of July will be $70, a 17% increase from a year ago.
Per person? Or just like total?
I think $70 was a lot for 10 people, but I think they're just talking about,
people.
I think they're just talking about hamburgers and hot dogs.
That's
and
what I was just
nothing
thinking.
more.
I've got a hamburger store for you guys. God damn.
Because they say that, it's kind of funny. Some items have gone down, strawberry, sliced cheese, and potato chips.
Okay.
But
gone down, that's bullshit. That's like
I'm only
gas prices.
Right. The American Farm Bureau Foundation reports that ground prices are up 36%, chicken breasts up 33%, and pork and beans are up 33%.
I don't know.
So they're, again, and I don't know. So the organization cited ongoing chain supply disruptions, inflation, and the war in Ukraine for the price hike.
My prices are swelling.
I mean, they are literally. So it's just so funny because they're saying that they don't want people to be mad at the farmers.
So how much is your can of Pringles going up? We should probably look that up.
It hasn't gone up. But you know why?
Macaroni and cheese, pre-made
that
macaroni.
Has gone up.
Not macaroni and cheese, Mac salad.
I don't know.
We don't make Mac salad around here.
No, we just buy it. If I'm going to make it, it's not going to be like the barbecue kind of. It's going to be a nice Italian one with like Italian dressing.
Maybe you should make that because you've never made that before.
I'd have to find a recipe.
Delicious.
Oh, it is delicious. My ex-husband's mother-in-law made the best one ever.
Call her.
No.
Like, what's up, bitch? Talk to you in 20
Penny!
years.
Hi.
I don't think I ever knew her
How's
name.
your family?
You guys have a macaroni salad.
But
Is that what it's called?
It is, but it's like I don't know what they call it because it was special.
Pasta salad.
Pasta salad, not a macaroni salad. Thank you.
Pasta salad.
So here's the bottom line.
Share it with the group.
So they're saying that the higher prices are happening, the farmers aren't benefiting from it. So they aren't seeing any increased revenue from this.
Okay.
And not only are they not seeing increased revenue, but if they have to buy the stuff that they don't make themselves, they're also having to pay a higher price. So cost fuel is up, fertilizer prices is up, have tripled, it says. Wow, I didn't read that
millennium on Drinking Bros today. They have the millennial farmer on.
What's that?
He's a guy that they had on a couple of years ago. He started a very small podcast channel. I'm sure a lot of you guys have watched it or listened to it. Go out and check it out. But he was talking about some of the, I think he had a soybean. I don't remember the other crop. You guys, somebody will mention it. But it's Millennial Farmer. The past couple of years, he went from having a very small podcast to almost
really
a million people.
Wow.
And he just goes over like what it's like to really be a farmer. He's up in Minnesota. It was interesting.
Wow.
When you go into like the costs of the breakdowns. I think he said he spent, correct me if I'm wrong, guys, something like $100,000 a month. It might have been more. I don't remember.
For what?
Just in fuel.
Holy shit.
When you go like, holy fuck.
I believe that because that's one of the things they're saying, that fuel cost is also going up. So if they're
diesel prices,
everything being
else
shipped,
is drive
they're getting
everything
charged
else
more.
up,
Yeah.
right?
So there's
a trickle down impact, and that hits all of us.
Yes.
And it hits us right now. Okay, so have you noticed? You talked about this a while back, like our grocery bill.
Oh,
just our general grocery bill. We get literally the same.
Most of the time, we get the same thing, and it used to be like $75, and now it's about 110.
70. So that's 30. That's over 30%, almost 30%.
I mean, sometimes there may be an extra thing or two thrown in, but not enough to take it up that much.
On average, 30% increase just in and we don't get a lot.
No.
You know, it's not like we're buying eggs every week.
No,
it's just the two
we
of
buy
us.
eggs like once every month or something.
Yeah, and
that's because we went tacos every once in a while.
Every couple of weeks.
And here's the crazy thing. So I always buy, so we try to eat somewhat healthy. So I buy like a top sirloin, which is one of the least fatty steaks, and you used to be able to get those.
They're not that particular cut.
No, like I used to be able to get a decent cut, like a thick cut for $12, $13, and now it's $18.
And we actually cut that one.
Because we want to get the bigger ones, and we cut it in two, so it's for two different meals.
Then we've got 2 meals for 2 people.
Right.
So,
but they did use 176 volunteers across the country for this data. The federal data shows that overall there have been 10.1% increase in the cost of foods at the grocery store in 12-month period. Meat prices have been impacted at a higher rate with a jump of 12.3% over the last year. So
it's awesome. ALW said, I buy farm-raised eggs, milk, butter, cheese, and cheese from a farm.
How do you do that?
Yeah, if you don't mind, just the general area where you're at.
But she's probably somewhere where they have like dairy farms and shit.
We don't have that shit where right around.
I wonder if we could steal eggs from
near,
the chicken coop that's going to be behind her house.
I'm going to kill all those chickens. I'm going to start stealing one a week. Jersey milk.
Interesting.
Yeah. So it's somebody's putting a chicken coop right
behind
my backyard.
Yeah.
Not in my backyard, right
Catty
outside
corner.
my fence. And I'm like, the dogs are going to fucking,
Dogs
they're
are
all
gonna
going to die from stress.
From my dogs barking at them. But that's on them because they know we have dogs.
Or I'm just going to go eat eggs for free.
Like
oh.
in the middle of the night.
I'm gonna
Ding,
train a fox to go steal whole eggs and sneak through.
I think the fox is gonna eat the eggs, honey.
Probably.
So,
whatever.
But yeah, so
so one thing we've been talking
fun.
about with our next door neighbor, and I mentioned this earlier on the podcast, is not on ours, but on the other one, is splitting a cow.
Right.
Like, or at least a half a cow with our neighbors. And that way we can just buy in bulk, right? If we can. What's up, Stefan? How you doing? Deer meat make great steaks. Yep. We go hunting. We have deer meat. We definitely do that. We got Stefan out on the Facebook page. Thanks for joining. So I think we're going to do that. Buy a half a cow, break, and it's going to be broken down. That way we can buy in bulk. I think it's just easier that way. And you can get quality shit, especially we're in South Texas. There's plenty of places to get that. If you can get that up near you guys, definitely do that as well. So I want to jump ahead one story. Go ahead.
No, I was going to say, I think it's kind of funny though, because like we hear all this about inflation. I love how they're talking about gas prices are finally going down 9 cents. I'm like, 9 cents? Suck a dick. That's not anything. When you can save me $5 a gas up?
Yeah. That was on the news today. They're like, oh, gas is down.
Finally going down. No, like, they did. They said 9 cents.
It's $4.59 right down the street.
Yeah, 9 cents my ass.
Right. And that's at the good at HEB. That's at like the less expensive one. It's like that's not down.
Just unleaded, right?
So we did the math.
Yes.
On your 12-gallon tank, it would save you $1.18.
Yeah, that ain't shit.
Right. And you go, no, that's not.
And
shit.
is that savings because of the gas tax?
And the problem is that's at $4.59.
Right.
That's at the unleaded price.
Right.
You have to have premium in your car.
Right.
I don't know if the premium's gone down.
It probably hasn't. But is that because of the tax?
Fucking
defer.
They're trying to do that bullshit tax thing.
Yeah.
Where they're going to be like, oh, we're going to do a federal tax, whatever.
Nika says if we come back to Phoenix, we can go in for cow, chicken, duck, lamb, turkey.
Whatever you want. No, I know friends that would be all about that. Absolutely out there. All right. So we're going to jump one story ahead on the list here. So this one is interesting. So, like vegan, everybody's trying to do vegan everything.
I'm not trying to do vegan anything. I'm a meat eater.
Well, they're trying to do like, what's the real burger or whatever that fucking dumb thing's called?
Where?
Like all the places are doing like the real burger.
Yeah.
Burger that tastes like human flesh despite being vegan wins top award.
Ooh.
Number one question is, how do they know it tastes like human flesh? Because there has to be somebody
that's eating human flesh.
That's tasted fucking human flesh.
But why would you even want to say that about a burger somebody's going to eat? Because that does not drive me to eat your burger.
This is a picture of it. So if you've ever hankered for the taste of human flesh, now you can sample it in the form of an all-new plant-based burger that claims to perfectly replicate the taste and texture of human meat.
It looks like a gummy burger.
Which is fucking disgusting. The bizarre human meat.
Here's the thing. You should eat what you want, but don't try to sell it to people who don't want it.
So I literally I watched a show. I'll just talk about it right now real quick. It was called Catching Killers on Netflix over the past couple nights. And it's like
fur burger,
real quick, like 30-minute stories about catching like serial killers. And it's got the original detectives on it, stuff like that going back. And there was one of the later ones in season 2. It might have been the last 2 in season 2. And they were talking about like there's some people that are dead ass into
Eating human
Cannibalism.
flesh. Yeah. Well, they're usually psychopaths.
Yeah, it's fucked up, right? So, a bizarre human meat flavored burger has won a top award. The bizarre burger is said to taste exactly like human flesh, despite being completely meat free and vegan friendly. Its creator, Swedish food company Oomph, OUMPH, said it had even worked to get the perfect texture of flesh for the cannibalistic creation.
Gross. Why would a plant eater want anything that resembles flesh?
That's kind of my thing, right? It's like, so we do know somebody,
Or I should say not plant eater, vegetarian want to eat
related
somebody.
to this, obviously, but we know somebody.
We know several.
Well, I grew up with somebody, yeah. And that they created a company that does a salmon substitute, like a salmon to make fish patties, like make fish burgers, right? And they use it. It looks very much like salmon.
Okay.
And or tuna. They do one that looks just like tuna, right? And you're like, okay, so why? To your point, like, why are you trying to replicate
meat?
Is it to try and win over an audience
that's not vegetarian? It's trying to increase the audience inquiry or,
interest in that.
Yes. And here's the thing. You either eat meat or you don't.
So
a burger looking like flesh isn't going to change my mind to go to plants food versus meat food.
We've had veggie burgers. Like they make those veggie burgers.
I have never had a veggie burger.
Okay, so maybe it was my other wife.
You might have done it when one of the times we were around Dana, because she always has veggie burgers.
And
she brings them with her.
They're actually worse for you because there's so much shit in them
to make them tasty,
to make them actually
like sugar-free shit
than like eating meat would be.
Yeah.
Right?
I love meat. it's fine. I'm a meat eater.
But I'm like, and I understand, like,
not going to change my mind.
Like a veggie patty or something like that. They have to put so much shit into those things to make them taste like
especially for like women, a lot of that stuff is soy, and soy can be very bad
for dudes. It gives you boobs.
It's bad for your thyroid.
That's right. Yeah.
So you have to be really careful with how much soy you eat. I'm not a doctor, and my girlfriend Dana has been a vegetarian since our sophomore year in college, springtime of our sophomore year.
Burgers and stuff like that.
And I think she eats a lot of those.
Like, it's like bean based. Like one of my
black bean burgers.
Good friend at work, right?
Yeah.
They've been vegetarian for a long time, right? And that's fine. Like they did it for health reasons. They wanted to change up.
Right.
And then they're just stuck with them.
Right.
Bean based, okay. But if you're trying to make those beans taste like a fucking steak.
How's beans going to taste with my ketchup on it?
Or make it taste like a human. So Gigi, I don't know if you just caught on, but this was a vegan burger that tastes like human flesh. It's now available. So you can go out and you can research this shit. It's out.
Hey, I'm not going to judge you for what you eat, but I'm not going to eat anything.
Judge you for that one.
I'm not going to eat anything that says tastes like human flesh.
I'm definitely going to judge you for.
Do you think it's because? So do you think that they say that to try to like connotate meat, ground beef is human flesh, basically? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, are they trying to say like your ground beef tastes like human flesh and our fake ground beef now tastes like human flesh?
Why did it win an award?
I don't know. Because it's in Europe.
I don't know. It's fucking gross, though. That's all I know. Would you say it's for people who like the taste of meat but don't like how to go through the process? I understand, but the process, if you go buy it at the grocery store, is the same as if.
Her daughter's vegetarian.
No, I know. I understand all that.
No, and I get it, and that's why I said to each their own. But I don't know. I can't eat something that says it tastes like human flesh.
Thank you. No, pass.
I think if I was a vegetarian, I still could eat something that says it tastes like human flesh.
I don't know.
Cannibalism. # not for me.
Cannibalism. # bad.
Cannibalism, honey.
Yeah, cannibalism.
Yeah.
# bad. It's all,
So Gimp suit.
All right, Gimp suit. Oh my gosh. So this is one of those ones that if any one of us that happen to be concealed carrying or just carrying at any point, motherfucker, if you walk up to me looking like this, you're probably going to get shot or at least in an altercation, right? So Gimp suit guy is back and it'll be up here in a second. Let me make it a little bigger for you guys so you can make Make sure you can see it. If it'll let me. There we go.
What shoes do you wear with?
Ninja shoes, evidently. So, creepy mask Gimp man returns to terrorize quiet UK village. This could happen in Helotes, Texas, though, as well.
I thought it looked like Europe, though. With the street.
Yeah. If anybody had masked Gimp man returns on their 2020 bingo card, they are allowed to feel pretty smug right now and maybe slightly scared. If that motherfucker rolls up on me and I happen to be sitting in my car, near my car, outside, bringing the trash can out, I'm either going to whip his ass and I'm going to throw him in the trash can. Or, depending on how much he scares me, I'm going to shoot him. Because you see that mask?
Yeah, it's scary with the eyes crossed.
Yeah, right? I don't know about you guys.
I mean, I don't see sex in that.
Yeah, there's no S&M or...
That's like scary movie shit. And
Right.
then his hands look really weird in that photo.
I think it's just because of the way it caught from blurring it.
Yeah.
So in recent years, a masked menace in latex bodysuit has seemingly returned to terrorize the people.
What if he sweats his ass off?
Goddamn right. There's no choice about it. In recent years, there have been a number of sightings in the quiet villages of a masked man dressed in a Gimp suit loitering menacingly. Police have searched several times for him, even using helicopters and sniffer dogs, but have not been able to uncover the identity of the masked menace. However, it seems he's made another appearance, and according to the Daily Star, a 19-year-old teaching assistant and her boyfriend had a run-in with the man. If I see this motherfucker...
Hurting him. It depends on how close he gets to me. If he's from like here...
Exactly,
like
Jess.
10 feet, okay. If he keeps...
10 feet? No.
He remains 10 plus feet from me.
10 feet?
But if he comes rushing up on me...
10 feet's like me. That's not even that wall.
Okay, what is that then? But oh my gosh.
That's
so
15
sore.
feet.
I can't even point.
That's not that far.
I mean, I'm okay with that.
That's like the other end. That's like standing at one end of your car to the other end of the car.
Okay.
Without the car in your way.
I know.
That's pretty fucking short distance.
But if he stops...
And what, just stares at you?
And lets me go on with my business.
Like hand him your bags and be like, can you carry these
Hey,
in?
can I get you to give me a hand, Gimp man?
The groceries. Gimp man.
Gimp man. No.
Meanwhile, you've pulled your gun out. Right?
Don't you know my hands are lethal weapons?
No, they're not. So Kira Elston and her boyfriend were walking home at 1 a.m. on Sunday, June 26th, after getting out of a taxi in the village of wherever the fuck. Said that as they reached their house, her boyfriend suddenly noticed someone and said, "There's a man." The masked man in latex Gimp suit walked up to the pair, and Kira remembers him standing with his legs apart and his arms outreached like he was proud and wanted her to remember the encounter. So he was doing this.
Like, look at me in all my glory.
I'm just saying. The masked man.
Maybe one thing if he had a suit. Well, you can't really see his body in the Gimp suit, but what if he was legit hot? Okay, that's one thing.
You see
maybe
the picture.
Maybe without
Dude
that
was
face,
not
though.
legit hot.
No, but that's what I'm saying.
Because if he's legit hot, I mean, you could have a weird fetish. I mean, I'm sure, obviously, he had a weird fetish.
I don't know if he has a weird fetish or if he's just weird. There's a difference.
Yes, all of the above.
There's
right?
a difference. A weird fetish is something you do
I like
the confines,
toes.
in the confines of privacy.
Like,
Weird is just. I think it's a great idea for me to go walk around in this suit.
It's a public. Maybe it's the show and tell piece. Of
They like.
What
to
is
be,
that called? I can't think of it. You read all the sex.
I know.
textbooks.
I'm trying to think. I can't.
I was thinking voyeuristic.
It's not, but
the other one.
voyeuristic is you watching.
I don't know.
Exhibitionist.
God damn it! I knew you'd know that one.
Yeah.
All your sexy books.
Yeah, because they talk about. Would you like to be? Do you want to have sex outside? I don't know about that one.
Like on the train.
In the plane.
That's the Mile High Club.
I was making a
What's the one
rime.
on your
You said train and plane.
Train.
I think it's just called Sex in a Train.
I don't know. That's creepy as fuck. If I ever saw that, or anybody near me or near anybody I cared about,
I would definitely be on guard
and literally beat the fuck out of them.
I would definitely be on guard.
I don't think it's illegal to walk around in a Gimp suit.
I don't think so either.
But if it's a dark night out there.
But it depends on who you're scaring. Like if you're scaring kids, that might be illegal.
I don't know.
I don't know. In this world, who knows what's legal and illegal anymore?
Jess said he wouldn't have the mask on if he was legit hot. I'll post all these pictures out to.
I came totally 3D me. That's what I was like. That's why I said if he was hot. But then again, if you're stinking hot, you probably show really your skin versus covering it up. So
that's what I do.
Yeah.
Walk around naked.
That's what I'm going to do after these new workouts continues to break my body down. Move your body. Okay, so we talked a little bit about gas prices, but we'll talk a little bit more because AAA is predicting 47.9 million people will travel this 4th of July. A lot of motherfuckers. And this is like
so that's 49 million. That's 1/6 of the country.
Well, they say AAA predicts 47.9 million people will travel 50 miles or more from home over the holiday weekend. So that's June 30th, which is tomorrow. Yeah, 30th.
Yep.
Through July 4th, which is Monday. There is an increase of 3.7. That is an increase of 3.7 over 2021, bringing the volumes just side of what was seen in 2019 before the pandemic.
Anybody traveling? You guys traveling?
And this is just 50 miles. So we'll go 50 miles. That includes us, especially if we go meet them midway, towards Austin. So, but they're saying that a lot of these people, so let me get the numbers. Hold on real quick. The volume of travelers expected over the holiday is a definite sign that summer travel is kicking into high gear. Earlier this year, we started seeing the demand for travel increase and it's not tapering off. However, it is for flights. So they're saying there's a bigger
fucking flights.
Well, because so many flights keep getting canceled. Yeah. So people are doing road trips.
I was thinking about it and I'm like, holy fuck. I'm already thinking about like my nephew's wedding. I'm like, what happens if that gets canceled? Like the flights, that's in October.
I know.
And I'm already starting to think about that.
So there's some things they tell you to do. Take an early flight, take a nonstop flight.
How early?
Here's the thing.
Days?
No, here's the thing. So no, like early in the morning flight, which in going to New Hampshire, they're usually at 6 a.m. Yeah. And take nonstop if possible. So
stay at home and drink at home or go to your local bar. Call an Uber. Let those motherfuckers pay the gas prices.
They say even though like the prices are expensive, people are still finding a way to take vacations because they haven't in so long.
Kind of things.
Yes,
like locally.
Car travel volume, even with the national gas price going over $5, will break previous records of 42 million. So they have it broken down. So 47.9, 42 million will be automobile, 3.55 million will be, air, and 2.47 will be like bus, train, or cruise.
Okay.
And those are all up from 2021. They're still below 2019 volumes, but it's the best they've had since 2019. So, again, just be safe. There are going to be more people on the road, which means a lot more road rage. So pack your patience.
Pack your patience. God damn it. Hashtag pack your patience. Hashtag Beth.
Leave early so that you're not in a rush.
Did you read that?
No,
pack your patience.
I just made that up.
Did you really?
Yeah.
We're gonna make a sticker. Pack your patience.
So just there's things you can do. Just be the nice person on the road, and maybe you'll help somebody get arrive alive. No, I didn't.
Arrive alive. Did you make that one up too?
No, that one's super old. You've heard arrive alive before.
Like, is that a baby on board sticker?
No, that I think was a hashtag don't drink.
Pack your patience and a Glock is what Nico said.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah, exactly.
So just a lot more cars. That's the message I wanted to say. A lot more cars. Try to take your blood pressure medicine and just enjoy the ride.
Get in your car, drive.
Put some good music on and just enjoy the ride, no matter how long it takes you where you're going. Yep. Did anybody say if they were going anywhere? If they were taking any road trips?
No, pretty much no.
Yeah, I think if we go, we won't go.
Like we're just gonna go up near, not even all the way to Austin.
Or we're gonna meet them like at some cool brewery or something.
Maybe on Sunday we could go horseback riding.
Do you even know where to go horseback riding?
Right up here in Helotes. Be fun as shit.
Have you checked out the place that's offering horseback riding and looked at the ratings?
I'm fairly certain it's George Strait's place. It's like right up the fucking road.
I don't think so.
Yeah,
But,
I'm fairly certain it's like George Strait's. So
happy travels.
happy and safe travels.
Pack your patience.
Dun, dun, dun. You want to see the heaviest snake ever?
Wait, I talked about that one on Friday, didn't
you
I?
did?
Didn't we talk about that already?
Maybe. That's fine.
The one that they found that was I had talked about had 150
my
eggs
bad,
in
my
it.
bad,
Yeah, that
my
crupper. That
bad.
fucker was creepy. That
Yeah.
crupper that's creepy and fucker. That crupper.
We have so
Um,
many stories that I just forget sometimes.
They it's been gone for a while though, since like
It was in my
February.
pants.
Boom, boom.
Yep, we definitely did. Did you talk about your polar bear? I don't remember.
No, I don't think so.
Get on it.
Guys, did we talk about the So there's a new subspecies of polar bear, which is kind of cool because everybody's talking about the polar bears and
So all I'm thinking of this thing's like gonna just eat everyone because it's a brown bear.
No,
and
it's not a brown
polar
bear.
Yeah, it is.
No, it's a polar bear.
I know, but it's mixed between a brown
Nope.
bear and a polar bear, isn't
Nope.
it? Like they're just banging
Nope.
it out in Alaska,
What part of nope don't you get?
and they're just making a gianter bear.
Bitch, no.
What is it?
It's a polar bear. Just a polar bear.
It can't be a new species of polar bear.
It's a subspecies. And it's a Lord, give me strength.
Explain yourself then,
Okay.
woman.
So this is a polar bear found in southeast Greenland.
Then it's not a polar
They're
bear.
genetically distinct from polar bears elsewhere in the country.
Okay.
The difference is the polar bears that live in the glaciers, they have to have ice to capture their seals to get food.
Yeah.
These bears are learning because of the way that their genetics is switched. They don't need that ice.
They can be on land.
They can be on land in water. Let's see how it says. So because to breathe, seals pop in the holes in the frozen seawater, and the bears are there to ambush them. However, science have discovered a group of polar bears in southeast Greenland that does things differently, using slushy mix of water, fresh water, snow, and ice as a platform to ambush the
Stop
the
it,
seal.
Jess. That's right. Greenland is ice and Iceland is green. Fucking hate that. Thank you for that. It's true.
This new population may offer clues to how polar bears will fare as the Arctic warms at the alarming rate and sea ice shrinks. It's just really cool because this is I guess there are several different because it's been a while. It's been a few days since I read this.
Okay.
So I think that there are polar bears and then they're like a subspecies of polar bear. So they're polar bears, but the genetic makeup is a little different,
But
which
they carry
allows
guns.
them. Yes, they carry guns.
And they just shoot the fuckers.
So they started first seeing these polar bears in Greenland in like the
They're using
18th
trebuchets.
A what?
Huh?
What's that?
Nothing.
Oh. Westerns first spotted the bear in southern Greenland. Fjords.
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 How?
Fjord.
So the J is silent.
Fjord.
Why not have a
Fjord.
Y in there? A region characterized by mountainous topography and craggy icebergs in 1830.
Okay.
So that what they've just started to notice is they found them in 1830, but the population is growing to the point where people are seeing them now.
They're becoming more common.
Yeah.
All right.
So
Are they still white?
They are still white. I have a picture. Wait, I don't know if
Right
that's.
in.
I think this is the one. So this is. See,
It's
they
a
still have
Fjordland.
snow, but it's not.
Fjordland.
He's so cute, but he bite your face off.
I'll come up here in a second. There he is.
Yeah.
Oh, see, he's kind of brownish.
No, he's dirty. He's
He's
a
just
dirty,
dirty?
dirty bear.
Well, take a fucking bath.
It's too cold. But here's the cute thing. So they were talking about like these guys stay really close to home.
Okay.
They don't venture out far. But there was a story. In the story they talked about there was like a little pack of them. Like what did they say?
A pack of bears.
Like five of them were on a piece of ice that broke off and started going, and they just stayed on it. They just wrote it down. They didn't
that's
see those.
probably how they end
didn't
up
see
spreading,
those.
right?
They didn't see those bears for like I think it took them like 10 days to get back home. That's how far they rode down the.
That's probably how they end up. But that's probably how they end up spreading out over distances, right? They end up accidentally and they get off.
But it says most likely the bears are genetically distinct because they have been isolated by their habitat. So they're hemmed in by the mountainous expansion of the Greenland ice sheets to the west and the rapid current to the east. So they're kind of like those deers in the neighborhood. They've got to like figure, they know that,
Yeah. Landlocked or whatever.
Yeah. So I guess Greenland has, with little sea ice for more than 250 days a year, the animals utilize blocks of floating glaciers, ice breaking off of the Greenland ice sheets to ambush unsuspecting seals.
Nico asked, are they trans polar bears?
I don't think they're trans. I think they're trans. They identify as
submissive polar bears.
And so
they just walk around with ball gags in their mouth the whole time.
That's fucked up, Lamontagne.
They've got a Gimp suit.
Their home bodies, like I talked about, right? Walking around with the eye crossed out.
Fucking horse prod.
That's just the one. Researchers observed that the median distance covered by the female bear over 4 days in the area of Greenland is just 10 kilometers. I don't know how many that is. Compared by the nearly 40 kilometers female bears in northeast Greenland cover in the same amount of time. Wait, what? Female polar bears over 4 days in this area of Greenland was just 10 kilometers compared with the nearly 40-kilometer female bears in the northeast Greenland cover in the same amount of time.
I don't know what you said. They can travel faster.
I don't know, because they both talk about Greenland and they both talk about female bears. So I'm kind of confused right there right now. I have to reread it again.
The ladies are getting laid.
Yes.
Turn on them lights.
So they move around a lot in their space, but they just don't go very far.
Okay.
Yeah, BDSM I thought they were cute. Huh?
Nice. Yeah. BDSM bears. Absolutely. 100%.
I think they're cute. I love polar bears. They're fun to watch. Not fun to meet.
Face.
Not fun to meet by any means.
They'll eat your face. Okay, so we've got like Jessie on Ross Patterson does a bit. She does a crime corner. We've got a bit of a crime corner.
Okay.
And we're not going to call it a crime corner. We're going to call it something else. I just don't know what it's going to be called. But this one is interesting.
All right.
Women allegedly use an Apple AirTag to track and kill her boyfriend.
Apple AirTag. Oh, there's those little mobile discs that they can put on. Those things have been causing. I'm surprised they're lying because people have
right over here
people by putting them on their license plates.
Right over we're just outside the city limits, and somebody was put those on the kids' cars here, and they found them.
Oh, that's right.
Because they'll ping to your phone. Right? As long as you have that turned on. So if you have a kid that has an iPhone, turn on that notification because it'll actually ping any local trackers around them.
What notification do you turn on? It's
in your phone, and you can turn on your AirTag tracker, right? And it'll tell you if there's one pinging your phone, basically, right? You can go out and just Google it or whatever, right? Okay, so women allegedly used Apple AirTag tracker to track and kill her boyfriend. So I think this is kind of fucked up story, but court documents allege that a woman used a tracker to chase down her boyfriend. Then she ran him over.
Holy shit. She wasn't messing around.
No, she was pissed. Mm-hmm. The woman used that to track her boyfriend at a bar. According to court documents, once there, she caught him talking to another woman and then allegedly ran him over.
Caught him talking? Like just talking?
Does it fucking matter?
Like, I'm not going to kill you if you're just talking to another woman. I'm not going to kill you in the parking lot. I'm not going to kill you. Period.
Thank you.
But I'm not especially
was he just talking to her, or was he like banging her on the side of the car?
But I still wouldn't kill you for
as
that
first
either.
Spotted. Okay, so detective on the case laid out how this woman was suspected her boyfriend of cheating on her and placed the Apple AirTag in his car to see where he went. On June 3rd, Morris noticed a strange movement of the AirTag and drove to the location to confront the guy. So if you guys aren't familiar with those things, just Google them. They're just like they look like little chips.
Yeah.
And you can throw them in wallets, your purse.
Bag. Well, they do that. Like if you lose your luggage, wallet.
Whatever, right? Gun bags.
They're supposed to be used for good, not evil.
Yeah. In this case, they're definitely being used for nefarious reasons, for sure. So it says easier than ever so it says the $50 sized AirTag has made it easier than ever for stalkers to track their victims.
Yes,
it's only been about they've only been out for 13 months. Like I said,
That's why I'm
our
finding
high
it really
school
hard.
It came up in like our local news, all sorts of shit. It's fucked up. So, but dozens of police reports mention the AirTag is playing a pivotal role in various stalking cases. She pulled up to the bar and asked someone outside if they'd seen a guy with dreads nearby. She told him that her boyfriend had a GPS tracker and it showed he was there, according to the affidavit. She then went into the bar and confronted Smith, whatever I was going to use his name, and another woman.
News story.
I know. Another witness said that she picked up an empty beer bottle and stated she had air tagged and GPS followed him and that he had been cheating on her.
I mean, she sounds crazy.
She took a swing at him and another woman with the beer bottle. Multiple people filmed the incident and the bartender threw them all out. The fight continued in the parking lot. She got in the car and she looked out the window and saw the dude driving a car. She pulled forward and clipped Smith when he got out, went down under the car, at which time Morris backed back over him.
Wait, go back a sentence?
Hit into him. He got out and she ran him over. Bitch was
cold-blooded.
Right?
Wow.
I mean,
she was probably obviously off her kilter already.
Declared
but
dead, like on the scene.
What happened to the other girl? She's like, I'm out, bitches.
I'm looking to see.
Hey, ALW, we took out Obey out of ours too.
What's that?
Just marriage vows. She said she took Obey out of her vows. Yeah, we did.
Just do what I say.
Because it's never going to happen. So yeah,
kind of fucked up, right?
Yeah, because
like
I
using
feel
one of those trackers
like
to go
eventually somehow somebody's gonna be bringing Apple in as part of a suit because
I
they know this
I
is
just use
happening.
to find my iPhone on you all the time. I'm like, where is that bitch?
What happens if I turn my phone off? It doesn't work, right? I don't know. So basically, note to self: when you're not with Greg, turn your phone off.
I don't do that. It's usually when I'm like, "Honey, where's my phone?"
Or I'm wearing, "Honey, have you seen my phone?"
And it's like right where I left it.
I know.
And I'm like,
covered.
"Fuck, I don't remember that." Yeah, it's under my pillow.
And then
or
you go
something.
bing, 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 bing. And it was under the other day you did that, and it was like at the bottom of the bed under the sheets and stuff. I was like,
stupid shit.
How does that even happen?
I don't know. So be aware. It's just one of those things. Like it's a legit story. Like these things are happening on a regular basis. Like I said, they were putting them inside like the
license plate.
In the license plate or up inside the bumper covers.
The wheel wells too. So yeah, it's
at like the kids like high school.
So sore.
So just got to be careful. Be be cautious. So what's the officer assistance, honey?
This one is so it's twofold story. Okay. So it initially started off as these two cops are chasing a guy that has stolen a vehicle, left the vehicle, and is running on foot, right? And it's in Dallas, which is really hot and humid. And the second guy was falling behind. The second officer was falling behind. So a guy stops and says, "Officer, would you like a ride?"
To catch up to the other
Yes.
dude? Okay.
And so he was like, "Yeah." And he gets in the car and he takes him. Well, right when he gets him to where the guy was like probably hitting a dead end, the other cop already had him. So my first thought was like, okay, that's freaking hilarious. And how much shit do you think he got?
He shoot out all the shit
from all his cop buddies. Like,
100%.
You need to start running more
with all your gear on.
With all your gear on. Here's the crazy thing: the guy that actually caught the bad guy is a rookie.
Okay.
And he's a one-armed police officer.
Okay.
So this young man, I guess, was born without a hand and
partial
left forearm,
okay.
Right? And so his whole life he wanted to be a cop, but he grew up in California, and California has physical requirements that prevented him from applying.
2 arms.
So
2 hands.
He started, which is really funny because you think that would go against the
whole California narrative,
Disability Act, American ADA.
Well, all of California.
I mean.
No, there's requirements. Yeah, it's like you can't get in the military.
There are still, but that's, I guess it's not different. Anyways, apparently,
take it in. If you're in and you get your leg blown off,
no.
Do a
but this
different
kid
job.
moved to Texas specifically because he found a police department that would hire him.
That's awesome.
He had to qualify just like everybody else, but he still qualified. And he's the one that grabbed, or what do you know when you knock him down?
Tackled him.
But there's another word for it. Like when he
beat the shit out of him with a baton.
Detained him. He was the one that detained him, got him down on the ground, and cuffed him before the.
Remember the old school?
I didn't watch TJ Hooker.
The baton that had the little handle, and they used to
throw it, and it get caught up in their feet. That wasn't just on TJ Hooker, just so you know that.
Kind of was,
but
you don't know TJ Hooker.
So that's where it kind of went to like a second story where this guy who's wanted to be a cop his whole life is turning out to be he's in better shape than the guy who's been a cop for a while.
Well, yeah, because he has to make up for.
And it's funny because the cop that got the ride isn't old; he's young.
So how did he?
He was a handsome fella. He's just faster.
The other guy was just a ninja.
Mm-hmm, apparently.
Okay. Do we have pictures of these guys?
No, we
definitely
don't.
want to see the picture.
Let's
of the
see if they have a. They have a. I think they have a video.
If the dude is like, I guess I can understand you just suck at running.
Oh, I suck at running, but that's if it's your job, shouldn't she be?
But I mean, you could just suck it. Like you could just be like, I can't run, right? And maybe you should be on like a bicycle patrol then, like ride your little mountain bike. That's like probably why most of the Scottsdale, Arizona cops
are on bikes.
Yeah, because they can't run. Perfect place.
A lot of the bike, because I asked you the other day, I was like, how can you be a bike cop and still be chubby? You're riding a damn bike for 8 hours every day.
But you're riding it at like 3 miles an hour around
so let's see.
Old Town Scottsdale. It's fucking ridiculous. Right? You got something?
I think I have. Let me wait.
Let's see both those guys. We need them both.
I don't think they show both of them.
Please tell me.
Because it's more about showing the guy that got the ride. Okay, turn it on.
That's what I want to see. The guy that got the ride. Is this the guy that got the ride?
This is the beginning of it. So
and
this
you're going
is
to have the one-armed cop that's already tackled his ass.
So then they're on foot, and this guy is
just exhausted.
So that's the guy in front that's like running like he does this every day.
And then you have we only get a silhouette. He doesn't look fat or anything.
He doesn't. He's not.
He's just gassed because the dude was out drinking.
This is the guy he's the neighbor that pulled up next to him. Used to be he's a retired security guard. See, like the other guy's not even in the picture. That's how smoked this guy was.
Oh, this guy's like gassed.
And this guy comes up and he's like, "Hey man, you want to ride?" And he's like, "Yeah."
When he jumps in the back, like, "Let's go."
And they take off.
We need to get audio on these fucking things.
He doesn't.
He's like, "You got him, man. Good job."
This is the guy. Like he's already got him down. He's already got him detained.
And he's punching him with his club hand.
Yeah. See how he uses his other hand. So that's the guy. That's
Hell
the guy.
Yeah. I think he had a built-in taser to his arm.
No, he didn't.
It looked like it.
He didn't, you weirdo. But
I love that, man.
I know. It's kind of cool, right?
I want to see the picture of the other guy.
I want to see a picture of the other guy too, but apparently they're not showing
Officer
him.
Daniels.
That's the guy with
or Mike the cop. It's one or the other.
What?
People won't know.
So they don't ever show this guy that needed the ride.
Yeah, we definitely need to see that video.
I think so too. It's kind of funny.
Hey, you know what? That's rad.
I'm happy for that guy.
Hell yeah.
Because he gets to get the other cop to be made fun of, and he's the hero.
Cheers to that cop.
They did also give the Good Samaritan a coin. I don't know what the coin is.
The old coin shape.
Yeah, they did.
Very nice. Very nice. Feel goods. What's yours, honey?
So my feel good is that I'm on PTO.
Oh.
Friday through next Tuesday.
Okay.
I am spending time with family and friends, and I am going to do a float session. What is the benefit of that?
I think you just go crazy.
You just
find out.
It's like
you guys ever done
a
float where you are in like the capsule thing and you just like all dark?
I'm probably gonna freak the fuck out, and I'll be like,
because I'm doing it.
There was an '80s movie where he time traveled. I'm trying to remember what it was.
80s show?
Movie. I can't think of the name, but anyways, he would shimmer and then he would disappear. And one of the times he was in a float tank like that when it happened to him. And then we're doing a sauna. How long do you do the sauna for? Like
15 minutes.
And then the least favorite part, cold plunge. So I'm excited about that, even though I'm pretty sure I'm going to hate the cold
leap.
plunge.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
No, it's a movie. I'll have to look it up. It's an
I don't
80s
remember.
movie, and
It was They
like
Live with
no,
Rowdy Roddy.
that has nobody moving between times. That was all about aliens.
Just thinking.
I'll find
Things that
it.
come to mind when you're kind of like trying to think. So yeah, so we're gonna do that. It's definitely Epsom. It's a shit ton of Epsom. So Crystal, again, she is the one that's gonna be helping us out with that. She works over there.
I'm gonna walk us through the procedures.
Yeah. So if you're ever in San Antonio, give me a second. I'll get the name of the place real quick. It'll be the first time we've ever done it before as well. And hang on one second. Transcend out here in San Antonio. It's kind of downtown-ish area. So if you're in San Antonio or anything. But yeah, it's Epsom salt bath. And I was joking. She's like, if you have bathing suits, bring them. And
Yeah,
I was
that's
like,
hilarious.
is that fucking optional that you can go without a bathing suit? And she goes, and I was like, I could actually do this nude. She goes, yeah, some people.
No.
And I was like, wait a minute.
Hey, did you see the ALW said you watched TJ Hooker for Heather Locklear? That way you watched it? She said, right, Greg?
Not when I was a little kid, I didn't.
You
I
weren't
watched
that
it
little.
I was little.
Were you?
Yeah, I was born in 76. I was in like 80. Right? No, I wanted to be a cop, just like every other kid in 1980, because
didn't want to be a
William
cop.
Shatner was the man.
I could never see him as a cop after being Captain Kirk. He was always a space guy to me.
See, to me, he wasn't really space guy. It was whatever was like cognizant in my brain at that point. But you can go and you can float in those float tanks naked.
I don't want to float in float tank.
No, I
naked,
don't
though,
either. I want to definitely have, and I don't want to go in a cold plunge naked either, because that.
And ALW, yeah, I guess though the difference is that because she says she takes Epsom baths a lot, Epsom salt baths a lot, which we have some and we never do it, which we should. Like I should be doing that right now when I'm super sore. But it's the
See, I wanna be on your team, too.
enclosure, right? The enclosure piece
So,
of it where it's the settling of your mind.
So we'll do a rundown of it. I promise you, we'll do a rundown of it because it's something different. We've talked about this. Like I did my first just cold plunge here at the house.
ALW said go naked, tits out, Beth.
Tits out. But
Go nude,
you go
tits out.
like it'll just be interesting. We'll talk to you guys about
Yeah,
it.
it'll be-
This cold
So
plunge
that's
is
my feel
different
good.
than the one at the house
That you did here.
Yeah. So good deal. So mine is the world's ugliest dog.
Dog?
Mhm.
Long float therapy.
I'm gonna find him. Tell me I brought his ass in. Did I not bring him in? Hang on a second. Hang on one second. So mine is the world's ugliest.
Was he
dog.
just
Greg
recently
Fielding. There he is.
voted the world's
Yep.
ugliest dog?
And there he is.
Do they have a competition for this?
Every year. And
I know that one time it was Tuna. Tuna's a Chihuahua. Oh, and his tongue was just like that.
Yeah.
But he had fur.
so his
Oh,
name
look at those
is
eyes.
Mr. Happy Face.
Wonder what they do with their tongue when they eat.
I don't know.
Let's pull it in.
World's ugliest dog crowned
His name is Mr. Happy Face?
with mohawk and a wonky tongue. Mr. Happy Face is a 17-year-old Chinese
old.
crested Chihuahua
He was
mix.
Chinese.
He won the title at the 2022 World's Ugliest Dog competition in Petaluma, California on Friday, and his owner is Janida Benelli.
There's no such thing as an ugly.
That's a pretty
Puppy.
fucking ugly dog.
No.
It's cute as shit, but it's pretty fucking ugly.
They're always cute, even when they're ugly.
I agree.
I mean, the chupacabra, not so much.
I think I saw a chupacabra in my backyard.
What? And all I was worried about was that dog, and
The
that you
back
didn't try to
fence.
get him. And I'm like, he's gonna either get bit by a rattlesnake or hit by a car. I can't believe you didn't
There
go
was
after
a
him.
dog on the backside of my fence.
I'd have
in
gone
between.
after him.
What are you gonna do? Jump a fucking fence?
I'd have figured
Run?
something
No,
out.
you're not gonna do shit.
You don't know me.
You have your 3 dogs. Whatever. He was a survivor of the Wuhan fucking
Lone survivor.
right? Quick couple of entertainment things. Catching Killers. I mentioned this real quick earlier. They're like, so it's a new one that just came out. I don't know if it came out last year or this year, and I just found it, but there's some new episodes. It is, if you're into serial killer shit, like watching just quick things, but it's about the detectives from the detective
cool.
side and how they built their cases
Okay,
on these.
interesting
There was maybe like 8 of them, 9 of them,
stories.
like stories. Some of them are 2-parters, but
Okay.
they're like 30 minutes a piece.
Oh, that's not bad.
But they also covered one that was kind of interesting. I don't know if you lived there yet, but the Phoenix shooter. Do you remember that?
What years?
That was in like 05.
Yes, I was there.
So that was where the shock.
Oh, they were shooting on the highways.
No,
right?
Yeah,
Yes.
but they were shooting around downtown and shit like that with shotguns.
Oh no,
like
the one
that.
I was thinking about was like a
Was
22 on
that-
the
that was
101.
Yeah, I think that was a
I
good
think
one.
that's the one I was thinking.
So
about.
anyway, that it was interesting. So if you're interested in that, then another one I started or I watched, I've almost finished, is called God's Favorite Idiot with Melissa McCarthy.
It's funny because I just saw a commercial for her. She's going to be in a home show.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. With a
I
builder.
haven't seen that one.
Yeah.
This one is a dude gets struck by now you have like a rain cloud follows you.
Right.
Dude gets struck by lightning and all of a sudden gets whatever you want to call it, like
Amnesia.
no, endowed by God to like
Okay.
fix things in the world.
Okay.
It's goofy as shit. I don't know if I like it, but it's
What's it on?
funny. It's on Netflix.
Okay.
As well. So
I
that
don't know
one's
if you
pretty
like
good.
it, but it's
I'm like,
funny. I
it's
mean,
kinda
if you think it's funny, it's got to
stupid,
kind of
it's
like
funny,
it.
but it's Melissa McCarthy, so it's
Yeah.
always fun. Like she's
Yeah.
one of the funniest women on the planet, right? So you just go, okay, you're gonna go with it. Then I just happened to see a preview today
Ticket to Paradise. I've never
called
even heard of it.
Ticket to Paradise. And you know how I am with
Two
movies.
tickets to
Like I'll watch anything.
Paradise.
I have shitty taste in movies.
I know.
90% of the time.
Mhm.
But it is George Clooney and Julia
I
Roberts.
mean, with those two, it's hard to figure that it'd be bad.
Right.
But,
So
I mean, George Clooney hasn't been in a movie in.
neither is Julia Roberts. Like
long
them
time.
together. So go check out the trailer.
And where
of
was
it.
that on?
I just saw
Is it
that
gonna
it's
be a
coming,
movie
it's coming out in
or-
the movies. Yeah.
Okay.
I just happened to see it this afternoon. And I was like, trailer looks pretty good. Basically, their daughter's marrying some dude that they don't really.
Oh, they're a couple. They're married, mom and
They're
dad.
divorced.
Okay.
After 19 years, and
Okay.
she goes, "Well, we were only married for 5." And so, whatever, just go watch it.
All
Check
right,
out
I got to check out the preview. For
check
it.
out the preview. It was pretty good. Your life on today's date was forever changed.
Okay.
Do you know why?
I
The
do
read.
know why. See if they know why. I
You
already
know
read.
why your life was changed today
Eddie Money?
forever?
That was Eddie Money,
2007.
yes.
The iPhone was introduced
Yes. I don't
on
even-
today's date.
Well, did we get them? How soon after they came out did
We
we
got 'em,
didn't,
like-
right? We got them in like
I'll bring my
2009
mom's
or
up
7 or
sometime.
something like
the
that,
iPhone
right?
3, it was like this big. So it was
'Cause
literally
we had the
like
slide phones
this
first.
big. It was almost half of what
Oh
this
no,
is.
I had a Windows phone before I got an Apple
We had
phone,
Windows.
right? Yeah.
We had sidekicks. We had everything else. So Apple releases the first iPhone. The iPhone revolution, the smartphone industry, for a while made Apple one of the world's most valuable companies. So thank God to Steve Jobs for changing everybody's lives.
To making phones people can't afford anymore.
You had a BlackBerry? Yeah. So I had a sidekick. Beth had got the first Windows phone.
I had a Sidekick too. So we both had. I had a red one. You had a blue one.
Yep.
And then mine died, and I got the Windows phone.
That's right. And then I got an iPhone.
You got an iPhone, and then
And
when my
then-
Windows phone died,
And
I got an
you were
iPhone.
like, I don't want this iPhone.
No, I saw how cool yours
Apple.
was. I was like,
Apple
I want
products.
Windows when I can have Apple.
When I had the iPhone
Apple girl my
3,
whole life.
I was like, what are apps?
So
What are
cool.
apps?
I don't even know what we would do today.
2007. That was fucking 15 years ago.
I was watching the first Spider-Man
Holy shit.
that came out in 2002. I was like, holy shit, this movie's 20 years old.
Yep.
It's crazy.
Your favorite was a Pixie? I don't even remember that one.
I don't either.
I don't know. Blackberries. A lot of people at my
BlackBerry
company.
was very,
very corporate.
popular for
Those-
corporate America
Yeah.
until it went under.
Yeah.
And they tried to make it come back a couple times. And I think in the last 2 years where they finally were like, yep, your
It's just
Blackberries
not
aren't going to work
happening.
anymore.
Yeah, and security and all this shit
Mhm.
and all the apps
Crazy.
and all that stuff. So very interesting. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with us tonight.
Yeah.
I know it's Wednesday. Got a long weekend coming up. We'll do a show on Friday. It's going to be fun as shit.
Yep.
4th of July weekend
Yep.
show. So Beth's going to have to do some set designs.
Excuse me.
Yeah, that's your job.
No, I don't see that in my
Set
title
design.
anywhere. Anyways.
Anyway, we love you guys. Thank you to all the military first responders.
Let's hope I have a
Without
little more
you,
energy on Friday.
me,
Maybe
yeah,
I won't be as sore.
I'll get the drill out. I'll
Like,
have you sit on the thing. Really?
I may
So
never
you're
get up
drilling.
at that point.
It's all good though. Maybe we use that other thing and I just used the thing on the phone.
What are you talking? Oh, yeah, that's a conversation for a different time.
Different episode.
Different episode.
Like no video, just only
With
audio.
whiskey
Just
involved.
audio,
Yeah.
no video. Thank you to military first responders. Without you, can't do this. Cheers, Ian. Come get a beer. Evan Haley, we miss you. You guys, we love you guys so much. Thank you so much. Have an awesome
Bye, guys.
rest of your week. We'll catch you
Yep,
Friday.
love you.
Cheers. See ya. Bzzz.